When I was in college, me and a friend of mine, we went up to Bear Valley, and we went skiing on this beautiful day. And we were at the top of this run. It was the NASTAR run. It was the run that has all the gates that you go between, and it was this beautiful winter day, a little bit icy. In fact, it was pretty icy that morning, and we knew we could go fast. And so we're up at the top, and we look at each other. We say, well, what do you think? And he looks at me, and he says, let's do it. And so we took off the top of this hill, and man, we just got into a tuck, and we just put our heads down and went straight down this hill as fast as we could go. I mean, it was one of those insane moments when you just see trees flying by, people flying by, snow is just kind of crunching because it's so frozen and icy. And I'm getting towards the end of this run, and I look, and there's a cat track from one of the snow machines that had gone across. And I thought, I'll just blaze over the top of this. And so I'm in my tuck, and I hit, and one of my skis gets thrown completely over the other one. And you know those moments in life when everything goes into slow motion? And you start thinking, uh-oh, what's gonna happen? And that one ski went over, and I started to come up off the snow. And in that frozen, slow motion moment, I did a complete flip, landed on my back, skinning my arms and my back, and my head slammed against the ice. And as I came to a stop, my friend skied up and he asked me how I was doing, and I slowly opened my eyes and I couldn't see a thing. I mean, it was completely black. And I thought, great, I'm in college and I'm blind. And as I sat there on the snow, he said, well, just take it easy. And so I sat there, and gradually I could see a little bit of light around the corner of my vision. And finally he asked me to get up, and we're gonna ski into the first aid at the lodge. And so I have to grab onto the back of his jacket, and we ski in to the lodge, and he takes me in there. And the medic who was on call, he puts me up on a table, and I still can't see a thing. And he starts checking me out, and he says, what happened? I said, I hit my head. And he says, I think you jarred your optic nerve, and so you're gonna be blind for a little while. Which of course is what everyone wants to hear, is that they're gonna be blind for a while. And so I sat there on this bed and closed my eyes, raging headache, migraine going 1,000 miles an hour. Slowly, as I opened my eyes again, I could see a little bit. And it was one of those moments you think, what was I thinking? How stupid could I be? Yeah, a helmet. Yeah, now you give me a helmet. A little 20 years too late. You know, John Wayne, the famous movie star cowboy, has a great quote. He said, life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid. I remember the first time I heard that, I thought, that is exactly true. We make choices, dumb choices, and life, which is hard already, gets even harder. And I think about that. When we make those kinds of bad choices and life starts getting harder, we get tired, we get weary, we get stressed out, we get anxious. That's what life does when we make those kinds of choices. Think about your finances. I know we've all made bad financial choices, bad financial decisions. We thought, I've just got to have that. I mean, everyone else has it, and I'm the only one that doesn't. So we go out and we put it on a credit card, or we do the payment, 2 years from now, and we think it'll be okay. And all we're doing is borrowing from our future to have some kind of enjoyment now. And we make those kinds of choices, and then we start stressing about it, and we start getting tired. I read a statistic the other day. It said that 3 out of 10 people, in fact, look around. If you see 10 people around you, 3 of those people didn't sleep very well last night because of financial stress, because of the financial pressure that they're under. I mean, people live with that every single day, and it never changes. Think about your relationships. You've made a bad relationship decision. Maybe you think, I know she's not right for me, but I really like her. Or you may think, well, I know he's got some problems, but he's the only one who's hanging around. And so we start making bad relationship decisions. And what does it lead to? Well, life starts getting harder, and we start getting weary and tired and stressed out. And you can just go down the line with these kinds of decisions, moral decisions and lifestyle decisions. When we make those bad choices, life starts getting harder, and we start getting tired. This really isn't anything new. The people who were there at the time of Jesus' birth were struggling with the same kinds of bad choices, bad decisions, which led to a hard life, which was leading to weariness. I mean, they were making decisions during that time to walk away from God. All through the Old Testament, they'd been doing it over and over and over again. They knew what God said, they knew His plan, and they chose to just push God away. And life got hard, and they got weary. They were living under oppression. They were living during difficult times. And yet Jesus came during that Christmas season to give life and hope, to give us a brand new birth, to give us something that we could look forward to, a hope. There's an old Christmas carol, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's called "O Holy Night." And there's a line in this song that keeps coming back to me over and over. The line says this: "A thrill of hope, a weary world rejoices." Think of that, a thrill of hope. Whether it's the people way back in Jesus' day who were under all of that weariness and bondage and all that oppression, and they finally got this glimmer of hope, and all their weariness could fade away because there was this new birth, this Jesus Christ that was coming to give them hope. And you know what? It's just like us today. We may be weary, we may be tired, but there's a glimmer of hope. There's a brand new tomorrow. There's a new beginning that comes because of Jesus Christ. So you don't have to live under the old condemnation anymore and all the old shame for the stupid choices that you've made, stupid choices that I've made. I don't have to live under that anymore. I can have a brand new start in Jesus Christ. There's this new hope that's dawning, and it all comes from Him. So from this point on, I can live in wisdom rather than just by my gut feelings. I can live with truth rather than caught up in all the lies. And I can have a brand new beginning rather than living in that old life anymore. So regardless of how weary you are this Christmas, and regardless of how weary this world is around you, there's something that's beginning. It's a brand new hope that's dawning. And you have a chance, and I have a chance to rejoice in it.